Hello, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is just gave me an idea what manga would I want to get animated in the distant future, because this month has a lot of new season of anime as well as new anime just started. And so let's get started. Now I made a list. It was sort of spontaneous because I've enjoyed reading these manga so far, and some I only read one, but I just feel like it might great to get animated. And so we're gonna start with Tokyo Alien. I think ever since I mentioned Tokyo Alien from my last manga haul that I wanted this to get animated, it just like gave me this idea like, hey, let's do this kind of video. But I'm pretty sure maybe someone have done this video before, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think Tokyo Alien will be great to get animated. It has a lot of action. It's about aliens living on Earth. However, they need to get a visa in the US, and if their visa gets expired or they get in trouble, you get the special forces to bring them down, or they get deported. Overall, I like the story, and there's already like about 7 volumes, and so yeah, it'll be nice to see it in action. Next, this manga, oh my god, of course, My Love Mix-Up. I've been enjoying, well, I already finished reading this manga online. Oh my god, it was just hilarious. There's a bunch of twists because our main character suddenly had a crush on someone that he never expected, and our main character Aoki, he's just so funny. I never like laughed so hard. It'll be nice to see this in action. I'm actually surprised it hasn't been animated. It's a really nice romance mix of BL and but yeah, I really like it. I hope that it will get animated pretty soon. If not, I'm just gonna reread this over and over. But yeah, please get this animated. Next, I only read volume 1, but I think it's gonna be great to get animated because of the illustration of this manga called Magus of the Library is just so stunning. And yeah, I like this. It has a little bit of historical aspect, and the character design is really nice. It's about this young boy who wants to become a librarian one day. However, growing up, he was outcast by the locals because he's sort of like a half elf and half human. It's been a while I read volume 1, but yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I enjoyed reading first volume. I believe there's already like 5 or 6 volumes out there, but yeah, I just like it, and hopefully it will get animated. Next one is called Paradise Kiss. I'm actually surprised this one hasn't gotten any animation because it's a very popular manga even though it's out of print, but you can get that all in one. And so it's about a girl who got scouted to become a model for a college project, and eventually she got interested and somehow got into intertwined this lifestyle, and she had this rebellious face. She was kind of reminded of myself. But other than that, I really like the story, even though there's some part that it was a bit shocking. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I would like Paradise Kiss to get animated, like I don't know when, but like soon, who knows. But yeah, please, Paradise Kiss. Okay, this one is called The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World. I just like this story. It's a slice of life about this girl who got transferred to this kingdom to become a savior. However, she wants to live a very quiet life in the woods. She runs a cafe/library, and then this night suddenly visit her cafe, and they started talking, became friends, and later on became romance. Eventually she had to reveal herself to him that she's a savior because she had no choice, because the kingdom needed help. It's a big fantasy and an isekai, and again, it's a slice of life. Really cute romance. There's only 5 volumes, and yeah. Okay, this one is a mystery detective manga. It's called Uzutoki Rhetoric. There's already 8 volumes. Apparently there's only 10 volumes, so it's almost done. And this story takes place in the 1920s. Our main girl, she has this ability to hear lies, and then she decided to partner with this detective guy who's been very nice to her and very accepting, because growing up people would not treat her nicely, or they think she was not a good person, and so she had to leave her town to start over. And then she was so glad to meet someone who accepted her abilities. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to see all the cases come alive. They go a little bit of adventure. Yeah, I would love to see this get animated, because I feel like we need more mystery detective manga anime, because right now I only saw Ron Komonohashi. Maybe there's other mystery detective anime that maybe I haven't heard, but yeah, I would love to see this get animated. Okay, next one. I feel like we need more like manhwa or webtoon get animated, and so I don't have the first volume. This is the second volume of Stepmother Marching. I've been enjoying this manhwa and webtoon. It's about a young girl who became a mother and she has to take care of 4 stepchildren. However, it started very rough for her. The children wasn't very acceptable and her life was a little bit like a lot of regrets, I'd say. And eventually she had another chance. She traveled back in a time where the husband passed away, and she wanted to make a change with her relationship with the children as well as the people around her, because she was kind of like pushing them away, and now she's giving this chance to kind of redeem herself. I love her character because she's very determined. She doesn't care what people think about her. She just want to focus on taking care of her children and the house. And yeah, I just love this story. Like, I can't wait to see it in action. If maybe one day it will get animated. Again, we need more manhwa and webtoon to get animated, and this is one of them. Okay, this one is gonna be, I think it's gonna be interesting to get animated because the whole story is just black and white. Because one day Earth was hit by a big solar flare and all the colors were stripped away, and at the same time the humans had to deal with this condition that kind of made them transform into different, and then the whole entire story, again, it's just black and white. Now the main goal of the whole story is to find minerals. These minerals have colors, and then they've been using it for power. A main character has been using it to kind of live long, and as also use it for a weapon as well, where the enemy is using the same thing. It's like a cult. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be interesting to get animated because it's gonna be black and white. I just want to see something different and unique, and I feel like this is gonna be something to see, if that makes sense. And so colorless, if you get a chance, please read. I feel like it's very underrated in my opinion. Okay, let's keep going. Next we have is Kitchen Princess. There's 10 single volumes and 4 omnibuses. However, some of the volumes are out of print, and so I just like the story. Our main character goes so much things. So she moved from Hokkaido to Tokyo. She got accepted to a prestigious school, and one of her goals is to find this prince that he met when she was young. This young boy was very nice to her because she went through a hard time after her parents passed, and so that's one of her goals, is to find this young boy and at the same time pursue her dream becoming, one day a professional cook or baker, because that's her passion. When she entered the school, she met a really nice boy and another boy who happened to be brothers, but the classmates are so jealous of her because these boys are very popular, blah blah blah. And so she just go through so many obstacles because people don't like her. They find a way to get rid of her, and at the same time, something happened. She goes through like a heartbreak, and then something happened back in her home. She just went through a lot. Like, I feel sorry for her, but you know what, she was able to stand up for herself and pick up herself where she needs to continue living. She doesn't want to like have any regrets, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really like the story. Even though she goes so much things, I just find it still a nice to read because I like to read about cooking and baking, and this one is just have the best of both worlds for me. And so yeah, I would love to see this animated. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been animated because it's been out since the early 2000s, and so yeah, it'll be nice. So what we have next is called Go With The Clouds North by Northwest. There's a total of 6 volumes. Apparently 7 volume came out already in Japan, so I'm hoping the English will come out soon. So basically it's sort of a mystery. Our main character lives in Iceland. I think that's what I like about this story, because it doesn't focus in Japan. He lives in Iceland. He does a little bit of detective, trying to find missing people, and at the same time his family has special ability, and so that was kind of like a twist, and I really like that. So he goes around Iceland. He just do whatever he wants to do. He's like a carefree person. He has a brother who gets big trouble in the story, and he also goes through a lot of things with his brother because something happened to his brother. I just like the story since it's something different, and we got this main character who has a special ability, and it's focused mostly in Iceland, but he goes back and forth in Japan because he needs to find his brother. But yeah, I really like it. There's a little bit of, I don't know if there's some romance between this guy and this girl. It's just something different and refreshing, so it'll be nice to get this manga animated. And so what we have last is called Akane Banashi. This is all about Rakugo storytelling. I would love to see this animated because I never heard of Rakugo until I read this manga, and I think it'll be interesting to see that in action. And it's a little bit of educational, historical, because it's very traditional back in Japan. And so it's about a young girl who wants to become a Rakugo, who wants to kind of take over her father's goal and dream, because his father's goal and dream was crushed. Basically, she just want to get back to the people who failed her father's dream. And so she goes through a lot of like lessons, and then she realized that she needs to change a few things here and there in order for her to become the top, because there's a lot of like Rakugo characters that does very good job more than her. And so at the same time, there's a little bit of stubbornness about her, but at the same time she does learn from it. I like the story. It's a little bit intense, but yet, you know, it's very intriguing because we don't really hear anything about Rakugo, and I feel like, you know, Rakugo needs to be talked about more because it's very traditional in Japan. And yeah, I just love to see this animated one day. I was about to end this video, but I decided to add 3 more. So what we have next is Blue Flag. Yes, the ending was controversial, but honestly it was still a happy ending. This story is about a mix of BL and GL story, teen romance, teen life. There's some like unexpected happen in the story, but you know what, I really like it. I have nothing else to say, but I really like Blue Flag. It'll be nice to get animated, which I'm still kind of shocked that it hasn't come true yet. But yeah, hopefully one day. And then this is a new series that just came out this year. It's called Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. It's a cute story between these 2 characters. They have a nice bond, smoking behind the supermarket. Now he doesn't know her true identity. She knows this girl, but this girl just had an interesting disguise to make herself another person. I just love the vibe. It's quite funny, quite interesting, and yeah, hopefully one day this will get animated. And lastly, we have Called the Name of the Night. It's a big fantasy. Now this girl has a dark ability where she make her surroundings go dark, and sometimes she has no control, and that is why she's under this master. This master is supposed to help her control her power. However, there's another character that kind of want to like use her, but I think he wanted to just to see her power. But I only read volume so far, but I really like the story already because it's a big fantasy. It almost has that vibe of Witch Atelier, and there's only like 5 volumes so far, and so it's a short series. And so yeah, it'll be nice to see this manga animated. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. I have all the manga that I wish one day it will get animated. I mean, there's other manga that of course I want to get animated. For example, Tomb Raider King, that's almost like Solo Leveling, Imakoi as well, and also there's A Bride Story. Yeah, there's just a bunch of other manga that I could have included, but I completely forgot. It just hit me right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit kind of like all over. I'm sorry about that. It was sort of some spontaneous at the same time. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.